I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you're needing. You can call my name, I'll be around. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum dum. The sky is falling. Dum dum da da, dum dum da da, dum da da, dum dum da da. That will keep you safe and sound. Dum da da.
Tempe in the house. It's Tempe in the house. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Election 2024 special edition of the Special Report with Areva Martin. I am so excited to be in Tempe, Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona, and to be kicking off my 7th Battleground State Election Tour right here with you all in Tempe, Arizona. Wow, it is such an amazing. Everyone is just happy to be here, to be out tonight, to be with your fellow, your residents, your family members, your friends. Just say, yeah! Yeah! All right, this is a pivotal election. We all know that. And now is such a powerful time for all of us to come together, to activate our voices, to elevate the power of our vote, particularly the black vote, something we know is absolutely crucial in this election, whether we're talking about the presidential election, congressional races, or down ballot races. Our votes in this election are so incredibly important. I just want to thank you all for joining me in this conversation. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page at Areva Martin. Make sure you follow me because, as I said, I'm kicking off in Tempe today, but I'm headed to Nevada, then I'm going to Milwaukee, to Michigan, to Atlanta, Georgia, to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to hit all of those battleground states, talking to voters all over this country in swing states, because guess what? You guys matter. Your votes matter. You guys matter. All right, so we're about to dive in here. This tour was really motivated by my desire to make sure that a lot of the disinformation that was targeted to black communities around this country, that we did something about it, that we stood up and we made sure that people had good, accurate information so that when they go to the polls, when they turn their ballots in, they're doing so from a position of strength because they have the facts. I started this show during COVID because I was concerned about the disinformation being peddled to our community during the COVID period, where black folks were saying things like, black people can't get COVID. And we know that black people were disproportionately impacted by COVID in terms of contracting the virus as well as dying and having serious illnesses as a result of that. So just something that came to mind of me, you guys, many of you see me on CNN, you know I'm a legal correspondent on television, and I had a lot of friends that were doctors, or I do have a lot of friends that are doctors, and I said, let me call some of my experts, my friends, to help me talk to a community about what was really going on with the coronavirus and the pandemic. And what started as just getting on Facebook, going live, talking to folks, grew into a show that was viewed by millions of people. I won 2 Telly Awards and an Anthem Award for public impact and social service conversation, talking about the economy. How many people this morning heard the economic plan that Vice President Kamala Harris rolled out specifically for black men? She rolled out a plan that is designed to help black men that want to start businesses, that will help us attract and recruit more black male teachers, a plan that will address the diseases and illnesses that plague black males in particular. It's an opportunity, economic opportunity plan, again, targeting black men. And the question is, why, Pastor, is it so important in this moment? I'll start with you. You're one of the black men on this panel. You have been in this community for a long time. You know what it's like to engage black male voters in particular. Why was it so important for the Vice President to roll out an economic plan targeting specifically black males?
To counter the fake news that is out there that black men do not support Kamala Harris. I believe when it comes to the election day that millions of black men are going to cast their votes for Kamala Harris. But she has to counter the news out there, and I just heard it again today, that black men are finding reasons not to vote for her.
Tempe and Phoenix, where your vote is going to be disproportionately even more important than a big state like California. What are the issues that you see are really resonating with voters?
Well, from twofold. The polling data that we have seen, the top issues here in the Arizona-Maricopa County area is housing and economic development. Those are the areas that our community is really focused on. And the doors, I haven't done as many doors as Sina, but we've done doors recently, and the doors are also saying the same thing. And we have found that combating the falsehood with facts has been very enlightening. Just to piggyback off of some of the comments that you've heard, under the Biden-Harris administration, black businesses have been the highest they have ever been in the last 30 years.
The sky is falling. I will keep you safe and sound. The sky is falling. I will keep you safe and sound. I just need a reason. I just need to know what's on your mind. Tell me what you needin'. You can call my name, I'll be around. The sky's falling.
2020. Some of the polls now say that the support for Vice President Harris amongst black voters has shrunk, and that it's about 70%. And they say a lot of that shrinkage is happening with younger black male voters. What do you think is the most important message that all of us can deliver to black male voters, particularly those under 30 years old?
Thank you for the question. I'm going to start by saying, number one, I'm going to state the obvious. To every black man viewing today and every black man that knows a black man, we can't leave it up to black women to save this country. We have to. The unfortunate reality is they're speaking in catchy tweets and headlines, and Democrats are speaking in policy. Nobody's talking about how Vice President Harris just proposed that $1,020,000 loans would be forgiven for black male entrepreneurs. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about how Vice President Harris is going to expand apprenticeship and education opportunity.
And so, for anyone who's on the fence, this election is about a candidate who supports justice, that we pledge to release liberty and justice for all. And the other question of the other candidate is about just us. And he's a very dangerous candidate, and we gotta stop it.
Keep you safe and sound. The sky is falling.
Make up about 13% of this nation, but I had to remind them that former President Barack Obama had an 8-year run. You know how easy we forget, that everybody vote matters, and for whatever reason they don't think that it does, that their words don't carry weight. So I've challenged a lot of people that have never voted to register to vote, because again, your vote, it matters. I believe there's been a major
Those false narratives.
Absolutely, and I said this on your show the other night, and this is my call to action to everybody in this room. We need to stop focusing on those tweets, and we need to start focusing on these streets. All right? And that's what we say to folks, right? Because the stuff that he is putting out there is absolutely nonsense, it's garbage, it's bullshit. You know where I'm about to go. And the one thing that we know for certain, right? We talk about healthcare. People with pre-existing conditions have access and expanded healthcare because of the Biden-Harris administration. Seniors have access to insulin capped at $35 a bottle because of the Biden-Harris administration.
Did not save HBCUs.
He did not save HBCUs. He made a minor investment in our HBCU. Kamala Harris and the Biden administration invested over $300 million into HBCUs.
You just said they pledged over votes for HBCUs, billion with a B.
No, you're correct. They invested $300 million and pledged over $30 billion to our HBCUs. In fact, I don't even think Donald Trump knows what an HBCU really is. No, I'm serious. He has simply made these comments because he has heard them to be talking points. One of the things that I do to individuals who give me those strokes or those false narratives, I always challenge them. I'm like, well, do explain. When for example, he saved Obamacare. Please give an example. And they usually don't have an example. They are just repeating what they've heard. And I find that when you challenge them, you question them, you say, hey, give me an example, they realize that they don't have anything, and now they're more likely to listen to you and the facts that you bring to them. You give them an opportunity to say what their fact is, and you refute it. I just wanted to piggyback on something that was said earlier about individuals that don't show up to vote, who feel that their vote doesn't matter. One of the things that I find to be very, very helpful when I tell somebody that vote matters, I said, do you know that in Arizona, our Attorney General won by less than 300 votes? Do you know that in my congressional district, the Democratic nominee won by less than 40 votes, 39 votes? We know there are races that are tremendously close here in Arizona. Biden lost this entire state by 10,000 votes. So please do not believe this false narrative that your vote doesn't matter. Your vote is so important here. And I always challenge you. I'm like, you show up. If you're constantly going to show up, find 2 or 3 people who you know are not, who don't historically vote, and you bring them. You make it your mission. You call them, you say, hey, let's go over the ballot together. When do you want to go drop it off? Maybe we can grab lunch afterwards. You make it a thing because each and every vote matters. Please do not let anyone, and especially when we talk about top to the bottom of the ballot, many times in Arizona the drop-off is at least 10% from the presidential to the rest of the ballot. And people don't realize how many things are encapsulated in our ballot. We have a record number of ballot initiatives on our ballot this year, ranging from things involving immigration, regarding abortion, reproductive rights, talking about property taxes. It's about whether or not we are going to get rid of primaries. So please, 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 I'm just taking a quick section to remind everyone to be informed and to complete each and every initiative. That is your greatest vote. Your voice, is your vote. Please fill out the entirety of the ballot. It seems like a long exercise, but it's 4 pages of each and every one of those initiatives are important.
The legendary, the amazing, Macy Gray. Hold on. Tonight we have the legendary special guest, Macy Gray.
Now my dark days are gone, my bright days are sure that we're consistently having relationships with our elected officials and supporting them, because it's not easy to be that person at the table. You know, when you're that one black voice at the table, it is difficult. It is hard. And if you don't have a community standing behind you, doing the things that support the issues that you support, and active and constantly engaged for the different procs that come up, and they can activate you, that gives them more leverage at the table. So let's remember that and be consistently tapped into what's happening in Arizona, but also what's happening nationally, because those things impact us.
Great advice, great advice. All right, we are going to
then everything's gonna be alright. He said, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Goodbye, and I'm sure I walk away and I stumble. Oh, I try to hide it. It's clear. I walk all those ways. You are not here. Thank you. All right. We have one more entertainment for you tonight. And I just want y'all to sing this song with me to Areva, who did such a beautiful job. She's contributing, she's making a difference no matter what happened. She did her part. We want to all do the same. All right, Areva, come on up. We're going to sing this song to you, girl. Are y'all ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road back again. My heart is running for a ride in the confidant. And if I do a party, anybody, you wanna see the biggest gift from me, and the heart attacks would say,
Your girlfriend's favorite DJ. The finest DJ in the mix.